had supposedly left behind after his death. Now empowered by a supreme treasure, Giant Axe no longer regarded the God Eye clan as a serious threat. Instead, he intended to use them as the first targets of his axe, demonstrating the overwhelming strength of the human race to every major force in the universe ocean. As Luo Feng continued exploring the ninth abyss, he failed to find any exit. Worse still, he could not even discover a single treasure. However, while passing through a violent wind region, he unexpectedly spotted a black scale. Luo Feng immediately recognized it as a fragment of the Mad Devil God-Slayer armor. The Mad Devil God-Slayer armor was a treasure second only to a supreme treasure, and it was perfectly suited for cultivators following the Beast God path. In every sense, Luo Feng and the armor were a perfect match. Without hesitation, Luo Feng rushed into the storm to collect the scattered scales. After spending more than a month searching, he successfully gathered 182,900 armor scales. During this process, he also uncovered a major secret. The armor's true name was Mad Devil God-Slayer armor. Although Luo Feng still did not know just how powerful it truly was, he realized that even his star tower was currently only comparable to an extraordinary artifact. The Mad Devil God-Slayer armor was on the same level as the star tower, proving just how heaven-defying this pinnacle treasure really was. Over the following month, Luo Feng increased his collection progress to 80% and finally learned the armor's true abilities. In its defensive form, the Mad Devil God-Slayer armor could reduce soul attacks to just 1% of their original power. Every physical attack suffered by its owner would be weakened to only 100,000th of its original strength. Its defensive capabilities were even more astonishing than the Tribulation armor. The armor itself was formed from 8,999,999 individual scales. Not only could Luo Feng wield the Mad Devil God-Slayer armor as a spirit weapon, but he could also use its razor-sharp right claw for devastating close-range combat. Its most terrifying ability, however, was the Mad Devil State, which dramatically amplified the user's combat power, making the armor one of the most overpowered treasures ever created. Another half-month passed. Luo Feng had already collected 8,999,997 scales, but no matter how hard he searched, he could not find the final two. Unfortunately, the third true god and sixth true god of the God Eye clan also entered the ninth abyss. Through their connection with one of the remaining scales, they rapidly closed in on Luo Feng's location. Sensing the approaching danger, Luo Feng prepared to hide. At that critical moment, Sitting Mountain Guest contacted him through a communication token. After confirming Luo Feng's exact location, he revealed that he had already